and welcome to SCN with me, Pengtastic. It's been a while since I made an SCN program, over a year ago. In this program, this is going to be different. We'll be taking a look at what is going to happen to version 1.8. Without further ado, let's go through the list. Now, the first thing we know is that a bunch of SCR stations will be changed. Let's move that to the first station that has been revealed for the update. This one is pretty interesting. People have been thinking it's West Coast West, Leighton West, Willowfield West, something West, etc. Many people are thinking that this is a new station, and I agree with this, since this is a station like no other. Not a single Connect station has only have one platform. Therefore, this could be a short one-stop branch line of the Connect network, somewhere on the Leighton to Lynn line, perhaps. If they did that, that means they are doing the James Street extension and the Connect extension too, instead of one of them. More about that later. Anyway, this station was inspired from Colchester Town. In conclusion, I like how unique the station is. Now, the second sneak peek is like the Rocket Parade, since you can see Pengtastic HQ, which is located there. Now, instead of putting the station above ground, they have switched things around. At first, you wouldn't think this will give you a lot, but it actually does. There is a tunnel past that station facing towards the Lynn area, and you wouldn't stop thinking about this because Leighton Stepford Road can likely be changed as well. It would feel wrong there if there would be no change to station if there is a tunnel. Just common sense, really. But only the devs know, so we'll have to wait to find out. Apart from that, it needed change since our current one looks dull and hasn't changed for years. Overall, it looks good. This one's pretty obvious where it is. It's West Coast. The tunnels, the platforms, the location, the scenery. It's obvious. All they did was to add a building. That's all. Nothing really surprising. It's just a small improvement. Now, I like this one, Woodhead Lane. It's like the Connect version of Ashton Park. There are now staggered platforms, bushes on the side of the platform, and look at these overhead wires. Now, the scenery has changed too. This gives a better vibe of the countryside. I am liking this one, and it's pretty unique. The next sneak peek is the famous Stepford East. Now, it looks more like London Bridge. The changes you see that there is new ticket barriers, and there's new shops inside the station. There is still a platform, so no express. There are these flat things about the station, which is also at London Bridge. The arrangement of the pillars have changed, and there is benches inside too. The scenery hasn't changed a lot, which is unfortunate. Overall, this doesn't give much, but it is an improvement, so I am satisfied with the sneak peek, since I like Stepford East, even without this. Next up is Alcimay Junction. It's definitely changed a lot, and it looks new. However, it's not unique. It just looks like Airport Central, but better. It's all blocking me and screams too much. I mean, sure, it is an improvement to the doll one, but there is a sense of feeling I am not completely impressed about this. It's better than nothing, at least. Nothing changed about the platforms. Overall, nothing surprising for me. Finally, we have Leighton City. It's this type of change I was like, it's a good change, but why did you change it? There are 6 platforms instead of 2, and surely this is inspired by East Croydon. I guess they just extended the number of platforms so they could fit Express in there. They're not terminating platforms though. Now, the only question that's going through my mind is that why did they change the station when our current one is perfect? Well, I think it's because it's the city and it needs to have a big station for a big city. Speaking of city, the scenery has changed a lot in a good way. A dramatic improvement from current one. I actually like this one, even though we didn't really need it. Now we're done with the stations, let's move on. The next change we have seen is trains. Now, we know that the 730 has transformed into a mesh body, which is accurate, I must say. However, there's more to come, so we don't know much about the trains yet. However, I have a prediction about this. Since the 730 on Connect has changed, that could mean the one on Waterline will be changed. I think it is likely because when the Electrostars got upgraded, all operators that had it got upgraded too. And you can see this pattern in other trains. However, the only sign that makes this not happen was the Class 801 and the Class 802. Elling got their mesh body first, and then Express got it later. Hopefully, that won't happen though. There's no further information other than there'll be a few trains being upgraded. Trains like the 508 319, 321, and the 158 need to be upgraded since they look out of date. I'm not sure about this, but since this station was revealed, I have to put it in this video. That could be the extension. If there is, it is certain that there will be a Connect extension since this station will come out at 1.8. And no, I think this is not a redesigned station. It's just different. I think that the James Street extension will be out later in version 1.9, since I see nothing about that yet. Plus, I have suspicion that we have finished the station sneak peeks, since we now move on to trains. If we are having the extension, then I expect James Street being changed, but it wasn't shown, so I don't think it will be there. But who knows? Overhead wires is the next bit. We saw that Wooden Lane has got the new overhead wires model. We don't want our current overhead wires. We want that one. So if Woodhead Lane has that new model, it should be on the entire game, right? Well, sure it will, but there's no sign of that yet. Eventually it will spread and we'll be seeing everything. From Lynn, North Shore, Benson, Stepford Central, etc. Alright, let's move on. That's right, AWS ramps. I did not mention this, but Elsame Junction sneak peek, you can see that there are the AWS ramps in the distance. This shows that there will be new ones spreading across the network other than just the dull looking block. Let's move to the final one. Just to let you know that this is not confirmed, but it is planned to come out in the game. This is about interaction with trains and guarding. So you may have known the SCR Prototyping Center for Transport Tech 2021, and that comes with interacting the doors and sitting down with a push-up button in the train, and also interacting the guard panel inside the cab instead of the GUI. Now this is currently on a testing phase. It can possibly come out on version 1.8, but it has not been confirmed by Charlie, Bantech, or any other staff members in the game, so it can come out after version 1.8, but I'm putting this in the video to make you aware of this. In conclusion, this update adds a lot of features and we can't wait for the upcoming sneak peeks and the release of this masterpiece. Thank you for watching, please subscribe, like, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!